when you think about you do this as well or better than anyone on our team. You round with your coaches and others. Can you talk about how you round with people and how you
Mm,
follow up on that? And then how you use the information to recognize others?
yeah. Thanks for that opportunity, Janet. I was just thinking about, I actually embed rounding in what we within our organization refer to as a monthly meeting. And so there are two parts to it. The rounding is first. And when I round with coaches and others, I stay pretty close to the basic questions. The only shift I have made most and I'll do it in advance, is to sometimes shift that towards what's working well with your partners, what's going well with the organizations you serve. Is there something you're really proud of? And sometimes I turn the, what's something challenging occurring with one of your partners that you might want us to co-problem solve around, something they're struggling with. And then we can move on to more talk about the work, but really just starting to connect with them. The other thing I'd like to think I've gotten better at is the initial warm connection. Janet, that is not natural for me. I want to go to the content of the meeting, but I've grown to be able to do that more and more. And I can see how it helps, there's a warmth that kicks off the conversation that's different than if even I go right to the first rounding question. I take literal notes when I'm talking, and I'm most often talking to people on video, so it's easy for me to take notes, be recording what I hear. And then what happens to me, and this may happen to you as well, is I'll hear themes that occur, from one or two or three coaches, and that tells me probably I need to revisit this with everyone. So the follow-up becomes easy. And what I like to do is try to be clear. I've heard in a few conversations lately that X is unclear. So here's some information that might make that more clear to you. And so that's both hopefully giving evidence of how those conversations are valuable and worthwhile, and also maybe even solving challenges people are having before they've gotten to talk to me. Because if three of their colleagues are having that challenge, they probably are too. And so that's probably been, that's sort of the routine that I got into. The recognition, what I've had the most fun with recognition lately is we've added a large number of folks to our team. We're continuously growing. And so I've been doing a lot of 30-day interviews. And the way people talk about their colleagues and how they've supported them in their first days and weeks, sometimes it's hard for me to get down, all the different individuals and how they've been helpful. But whenever I get to do that, Janet, then my note or my recognition is always connected to thank you for welcoming people to our team. Thank you for living our culture. Because I think sometimes we think culture, oh, it just happens. And oh, look, I'm on this great team. No, it doesn't just happen. It's that all those folks pitch in your first 30 days. And that's really what helps you.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, thank you. And that's the part. Yeah, I love what you said. Culture just doesn't happen. It's intentional. It's doing the behavior. And when we do the behavior, we begin to see that culture shift.